A newspaper has publicly exposed Christopher Bouzy, who has repeatedly defended Harry and Meghan for his hypocrisy. His conspiracy theory tweets during the outburst on Catherine seem to be exposed, and they cast doubt on his involvement with the Sussex squad. Let's find out in this video, and welcome back to Kate Middleton and the Queen. Well, Bouzy has proven himself to be an anti-cyberbullying advocate. He even rushed to the defense of Harry and Meghan Markle, claiming that criticism directed at those two was motivated by animosity and hatred. But he obviously went back on what he said by insulting the Prince and Princess of Wales on more than one occasion. He even resorted to pathetic body shaming. He said that Catherine was old and William was bald. So when everybody was wondering about Princess Catherine's health, he went after her even harder. He posted a photo of a gymnast to mock her, and he claimed that the woman appearing in the video going to market was a fake, that it wasn't really Catherine. If you look at his tweets, and I encourage you not to, you're going to be disgusted. He was one of Catherine's most vile attackers, but he has the nerve to claim that he is anti-online violence. What is he talking about? No, he is only against people who criticize Harry and Meghan. I find him appalling. And there are so many people who have called him out. And Harry and Meghan too, as well as their Sussex squad. There's even somebody who has now filed suit against Bouzy for defamation. He is a total fraud. And there's a lot of evidence to be found. You can go all the way back through his life and find more than enough. Bouzy sure does have some gall, though, doesn't he, going on about edited photos when he posted a very edited image of himself compared to Prince William. William is handsome as all get out, and unlike other people, he's going bald, but he can. He wears it well. Honestly, I don't know what William would have to do to make himself unattractive, but it's not going bald. It has to be more than that. Bouzy's face, I just don't see it. I don't understand why he thought that it was a good idea to compare himself to William. Bouzy criticizing anybody's looks is really ironic, isn't it? Obviously, he believes himself to be so handsome. I don't know why nobody has told him the truth, though. So he was behind the Sussex Sugar's disgusting attacks on Catherine. He works for, guess who? Meghan Markle. Bouzy, Misan, and Omid Scobie, they are all disgusting, horrible, evil people. And karma is coming for them. And actually, interestingly enough, the first time we really met Bouzy was during the Depp Heard trial. Quite a notorious client list, huh? Amber Heard, Meghan Markle, he sure knows how to pick 'em. It's no wonder, though, that Bouzy likes people like Meghan and Amber because he's also a narcissist and a psychopath. He's actually been in trouble with the law quite a bit, but it seems like he gets away with so much. Seriously, though, who does he think he is to scrutinize every single action of the Prince and Princess of Wales? But he doesn't say anything about what Harry and Meghan do, all the horrible things we have seen from those two. And what has he had to say about the horrible African Parks charity scandal? Absolutely nothing. He's completely complicit because I guess it's Harry's charity. He is such a hypocrite. I really wish this guy would open his eyes up to reality or just shut up. He is just as delusional as Harry and Meghan are. I guess Bouzy and Omid Scobie are two peas in a pod, aren't they? They were paid and they were manipulated, and we know who is behind all of it. So Bouzy is Meghan and Harry's mouthpiece. He belongs to the Sussex squad, and he's on their payroll too. Bouzy has proven to us that he's an online bully with his tweets about the Waleses. Harry and Meghan, well, maybe they could file a complaint against him with their anti-bullying platform. That would be a great idea. Bouzy is, though, making a name for himself. I'll hand him that. He's connected with the ex-fake royals. They are so nasty, though, to their own family. And, of course, Harry's going to keep up with the attacks until he gets paid to stop. But it's never going to be enough for him because it's never going to be enough for Meghan. And it looks like he gets some kind of sick joy out of hurting his father, his brother, and his sister-in-law. Harry has given up his dignity and his integrity to make Meghan Markle happy. It truly is a blessing that Her Late Majesty the Queen isn't around to witness all this mess. There is just so much happening at once, it's starting to feel like things are getting completely out of control. It's crazy, too, how we see Bouzy opening his mouth, but we hear Meghan's words coming out. Honestly, I have never come across a man who is so obsessed with a woman's appearance before. Catherine is a naturally gorgeous woman. She doesn't need any plastic surgery. William doesn't either. It's almost like their love for each other goes beyond looks. Can you imagine such a thing? I guess he can't. Something like that is too difficult for him to understand. He certainly is one to keep an eye on, and I can't wait for the day that he's going to be exposed. Isn't what he did to Catherine precisely what he's claiming happened with Meghan? He is such a disgusting piece of trash, just like Harry and Meghan and Scooby Doo Doo. The attacks on Catherine, though, they have been relentless and they have been disgusting. It's time to fight back. Meghan and Harry and their lower orders organizing a bot campaign is just beyond. I hope they are exposed and I hope they're stopped. Meghan and Harry's connections in the US, they're pretty scary when you really dig into them. And the trouble with Meghan Markle and her little buddies is clearly they have too much time on their hands, and you know what they say about idle hands, the devil's playground. They just can't stand Catherine because she's going to be queen someday, and she's everything Meghan's not. She's beautiful, she's kind, she's smart, and Meghan's all upset that they just didn't hug things out and become best friends, and she was never going to be willing to curtsy to Catherine. It's funny to me, too, how Bouzy says these hateful things about other people's appearances while he tries to condemn all acts of bullying. It doesn't make sense. I do wish that I'd watched him talk about Harry being named in the Diddy scandal, but perhaps both Bouzy and Harry are going to shut their mouths, much like they have kept their mouths shut during this whole African Park scandal. But it's about time the mainstream media exposed all the shenanigans surrounding Meghan and Harry. If we can do it, why can't they? Trouble is, though, they're lazy, and they just repeat whatever the sugars are telling them. That's precisely why bullies like this horrible Bouzy keep on attacking innocent people. Apparently, he also used to have an online escort service. So how did he meet the gruesome twosome, I wonder? Well, he's the mouthpiece of a couple of liars, because he's also a liar. And the whole world loves Catherine, the Princess of Wales. So, it doesn't really matter how much they try to attack her, it's not going to bring her down. And maybe Meghan and Harry suggested that they talk to him because he thought he heard his last name. Remember, Harry and Meghan are not very intelligent, and they probably figured with a last name like that, of course, he'd love to party. But he's just a pawn in the little games they're playing, and soon he's going to be tossed aside when he's no longer useful. The disgusting things he did to the Prince and Princess of Wales, that really ruined his reputation. Soon he's going to lose everything, and karma is going to come for him. Or maybe it's just that Bouzy doesn't really care about his reputation. Either way, I do believe he's a narcissist just like Meghan. He will do anything to get some attention. He claims to be this fighter for people's rights, but he's not. His behavior is so controversial, but he still chooses to go down that path. How are there still people, though, who are just blindly supporting Harry and Meghan? Up to this point, I still cannot understand why there are still people who claim to love them. Harry and Meghan have betrayed their own families, they lie, they stop at nothing to earn some money for themselves. It doesn't matter who they throw under the bus, they simply don't care. And I do believe that Meghan Markle is responsible for a lot of the online bullying aimed towards Catherine. And let's not forget all the bots that Meghan Markle bought in Lesotho in 2019, and now in January in India, allegedly to boost the online presence of American Riviera Orchard. She and her PR people were responsible for beginning this horrible behavior against Princess Catherine through online publications that are in LA. Like that She Knows publication, it pushed out a few different false and misleading articles on the Prince and Princess of Wales. And then, of course, there was that breach of medical records, which apparently was also traced right back to LA. And then there was the photo. It was leaked that the New York Times and Getty had received emails encouraging them to put a kill notice on that photo. Well, we all know who spent a lot of time with Mr. Getty, and then WME also jumped on the bandwagon with an article, and some celebrities also joined the fray. There is only one common thing joining all this mess together: Meghan Markle and her jealousy. So basically, Meghan Markle has transformed jealousy and hatred into an ideology for bigots who are ready to attack and make up hateful stories about Catherine, and Bouzy is one of these people. He's also an opportunist. He takes advantage of the suffering of other people so that he can make some money. So I'm very glad that now he's being exposed, and it might not be enough to stop him, but maybe it will be a wake-up call for him. There are so many people watching him now, so he needs to be very careful with what he says next. And I think that we should make our opinions known by giving a wide berth to any media company that had a hand in these ridiculous attacks on Princess Catherine. We can say the same for any celebrities out there who thought that it was necessary for them to share their opinions on what's going on with Catherine, even though their opinions were incorrect and unwanted. So for narcissists, the best way to deal with them is to ignore them altogether, to grey rock them. With no attention coming their way, Harry and Meghan and their like are going to disappear altogether. There's simply nothing left for them. And that brings us to the end of this video. If you agree with my opinion, please like and share this video to support my channel. If not, please comment to let us know your views. Don't forget to subscribe to receive notifications when the newest videos are updated. We'll be back soon with more interesting videos. Thank you for watching and goodbye.